Hey there, how there's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming to yet another Stone Cold Hockey video. We are doing the 1972-73 WHA, or World Hockey Association, as we call it, videos. We're doing Saturday games between teams, and each team must be represented once until I finish again. Anyhow, Cleveland, New England, New York, and Ottawa all would make the playoffs if the season started today, which I definitely don't. Quebec's only 1-2. The Philadelphia Blazers are the only team yet to win. Chicago, LA, Minnesota, and Winnipeg would qualify from the West, with Houston and Alberta on the outside looking in. As of right now, we have 5 players with 4 goals: Tom Webster, Kevin Ahern, John Pye McKenzie, Wayne Connolly, and John Popiel. Wadsworth 3. Assists. The assist leader is Ron Buchanan of Cleveland with 7. Jerry Pinder with 6. And Norm Burdon as well. Points wise, Ron Buchanan of Cleveland leads with 10 points. Penalty minutes, it is Tom Gilmore with 22. Jerry Cheevers has been on fire. 3 games played, only given up 1 goal. Russ Gillow of LA is the second best goalie, and Al Smith is the third best goalie. Now the standings and all that, points percentage. It is, of course, the top 4 in each team. League and all that. Philly has yet to play at home, which is weird. And Chicago's yet to play at home. Now the teams and all that. Philadelphia, Bernie Perrant playing for the Blazers, yet he's sucking. Marcel Payet is also there too, so it's hard to believe. Highlight: only 1 hat trick against Popiel for Chicago, hat trick against Ottawa. Memorable games as of right now is the Chicago Ottawa game when it was 5-4, when Ottawa was up 3-0 and choked it in overtime. That's been the very most famous game. Anyway, we will check the schedule. On the 21st, we are going to be doing New England versus Quebec because we haven't touched either of those 2 teams yet. Cleveland beat Ottawa 4-2, and New York wins a wild one, 7-6 in overtime. McCall losing to Donnelly. Houston goes by Taylor, Grierson, Hoekstra, Harris, Stanfield, and Hall. New York goes by Perry, Lawton, Ward, Lawton, Gauthier, Bradley, and in overtime it was Warren Ferguson at 6:54. So we're going to play New England, Quebec, and it will be Al Smith, former Penguin goalie, against Serge Aubry for Quebec. Aubry with King Richard Brodeur before. This is 10 years before his legendary run with the Canucks in the 82 playoffs, and Jacques Lemelin. You look at Quebecois, pretty much it's all French Canadians and all that. New England, Al Smith and Bruce Landon, not related to Michael Landon, I don't think. So the New England Whalers, well, before it became the Harvard Whalers, Tom Webster, the former Red Wing, there, Terry Caffrey, Larry Plow, who played for 71 Montreal Canadiens, Tim Sheehy, Jim Dory, former Leaf, John French, Ted Green, former Bruin, who of course lost a year because of that 6-swing incident with Wayne Mackey, Kevin Ahern, Brett Selby, former Leaf and Calder Trophy winner and Flyer, John Danby, Brad Selwood, I think former Leaf, Tommy Williams, the one of the rarities an American playing in the NHL at the time, Rick Lay, icon for the Leafs, well, the Whalers now, Tom Earl, Mike Heineman, Paul Hurley, Dick Saracen, John Cuniff, Guy Smith, Rick Jordan. Quebec with J.C. Tremblay, former Hap, we had him 71, Michel Pariseau, not related to Chuck Pariseau, I don't think, Andre Godet, Alain Caron, Bobby Gwendon, Rene Leclerc, Jean-Guy Chendron, Jean Payette, Michel Arberjo, Yves Bergeron, Francois Lacombe, former Seal, Réjean Giroux, Michel Roule, Frank Goromsky, Pierre Roy, Michael Harvey, Pierre Goutte, Jacques Blaine, Ken Dejean, Paul LaRose, Guy Defour, Jean-Yves Cartier, Nord Descoteau. Of course, a lot of people will be saying they're nationalistic. Of course they are. Nope. 6 minutes later, Quebec, no. Tremblay couldn't do it. Pressure? New England, Dory, no first penalties. One minute later. Does for Quebec go that? No. Hit, but nothing else. 4 minutes later. Action for Tim Sheehy, no. Quebec, Canada, no. Argentina, blue. Larry Plow, third of the season from Caffrey, makes it 1-1. And only 2 goals, 1-1 tie after one period. Much late. Into the second, Lacombe tries to take a shot. No. Bergeron, no. 2 minutes later. Action for the Skiers. John Denby. No for his electronics. His second goal of John French with the assist. 2-1. 2 minutes later, a bottle and a penalty. WHA for 2. Sheehy, and they killed the son. Sheehy and Tom Earl. Sheehy. 2 minutes later. That's was with Quebec. Was Mark? Yeah, Mark Tartif was with the Quebec Nordiques, but maybe he was with someone before. I'm like, where's Mark Tartif? Oh, frick. There's Mark Tartif. Didn't he start in the WHA? Well, he signed in 1973. I guess he didn't play. He played 72 70. Oh, he didn't play in the WHA yet. Okay. He didn't play in the first season. Fair enough. Terrible, Larry Plow. Call Mr. Plow. That's his name. That name again is Mr. Plow. His second of the night from Caffrey. Why did I not say his first name? All right, the Whalers are up 3-2 after 2. Third period. Quebec a chance? Can I? No. 2 minutes later. Then 6 minutes later, New England, Danby, no. Shadow. Penalty, New England, it's kind of correct. Godard tried to take a shot, and Caron tried to take a shot. And Quebec will take a penalty, Lacombe for 2. Oh boy. 3-3 tie. They kill the zone on Flo and Heineman. And guess what? We got overtime. And unlike the NHL, they had regular season overtime in the WHA. In the NHL, they didn't have regular season overtime until 1983. 5 minutes into the overtime. Overtime arrows. Here's TK. Well, that's the Nordiques win on Prolagashi on 4-3. Yeah, it's weird how one team has all French Canadian players. If you're not from Quebec, you're gonna definitely have troubles pronouncing names, like I do. So Gwynedd with 2 goals, Caron and Guite also did it. New England 2 goals by Plow, 1 by Danby. So what does Sunday say? Chicago, LA. I've dealt with those 2 teams. Well, done with LA. Minnesota, New York. Done with those Ottawa, Quebec, and Philadelphia, Winnipeg. I haven't touched Philadelphia or Winnipeg yet. I haven't. So that means Los Angeles and Minnesota. Or no, who have I not touched? Chicago, Ottawa, Quebec, I've touched. Yeah, let me talk to you. Oh, we got the, yeah. Who have I not touched? I haven't touched LA. Who have I not also touched? Oh, Houston. I haven't even talked about. If LA plays Houston in October, do they play Houston in October? They don't play Houston till November the 5th. So we'll skip to November the 5th and do LA versus Houston. I know it's going to be bad, but the fact of the matter is I'm trying to get every team at least once. All right, back to the schedule. So Chicago, LA playing to a 5-5 tie. They're finally we have a tie. Minnesota beats New York in overtime, and Quebec beats Ottawa. So now Winnipeg plays Philly. Philly bringing Bernie Perron in that against Ernie Wakely, the former Winnipeg, the former St. Louis Blue star goalie who was supposed to be the star after Glenn Hall and Jacques Plante basically went away. Joe Daly, I can't remember where his affiliation was in the NHL, but he's the backup. He would be the main goalie for the Jets. Gord Tumelson your third goalie. Bernie Perrott, number one. Marcel Paillet, former Bruin and Ranger goalie. We've used Archambault and Tom Coninger. The Blazers with Andre Lacroix, the former. Oh, what is it? LA King? Where did he play in the NHL? No, I played for Philly in the NHL. But Lacroix decided to go to the WHA. He would be better for San Diego. Danny Lawson there. Pine McKenzie. Surprised he went to Philadelphia. Brian Campbell, former Blackhawk. Don Harriman. Ron Plum. Not related to Eve Plum, I hope. Don Burgess. Don O'Donohue. Irv Spencer. Jim Cardiff. Michel Plante. Richard Campbell. John Mignot. Michel Boudreau. Camille Lapierre. John Bennett, Derek Sanderson. Yes, that Derek Sanderson, who basically played 8 games for the Philadelphia Blazers and then left and went back to the NHL, which was shocking. Peter Henry, John Gravel, Nick Polano, Dennis Baloche, Dave Hutchinson, future Leaf, I think. Pierre Payman and Ray Mazda. The Jets with Bobby Hall, the $1 million man who joked he would leave the Blackhawks for $1 million, and they gave him the $1 million. Noam Borduin, Christian Bordelot. Where have I seen him? I think it was a blue. Larry Hornick, Danny Johnson, Ab McDonald, former Red Wing, among others. Milt Black, Wally Boyner, former Golden Seal. Doug Russo, Cal Swenson, Shunky Gradden, Joel Sanusi, who would be famous for being in that big Brad Park trade from Boston to New York. Bill Sutherland, Garrett Versuto, Steve Cuddy, Bobby Ash, Freeman Asmussen, Brian Cato, Bob Wailovich, and John Schmier. Those are the non-goalies. 2 minutes into the game. Second from Bobby Hall and Bill Sutherland. Who knew Bobby Hall could pass the puck? 2 minutes later. Philly has a chance. Lawson, no. 4 minutes later. Billy Kitskiers. I thought the law and the Lawson won. He scored a goal assist from Campbell Lacroix. 4 minutes later, a veteran. It will be Cardiff. No shot from Cattle. And for Bordelot, stopped by Perrant. Perrant trying to prove why he's a good goalie. Organizations, and then he left for the WHA for the big money. 5-minute major on Philly, so Polano is booted. So that means Winnipeg can score as many goals as they can. And somehow Winnipeg can't score. Philly does. He fought the law, and the law won. Lawson scored number 2, assisted from Campbell and Pye. 2-1. That was weaker than my last session. And a chance for Philly. John Bennett off the double hit. No, sir. 3 minutes later. Philly the hit. 5 more minutes. Fergus, no. And it will be about increases by 1, and they have a 2-1 lead, trying for their first goal win of the year. 1 minute later. Mignot, no. 3 minutes later. Bobby Hall, the Golden Jackets forced from Horning. -2. Cuddy. And they can't. Michel Plante and Camille Lapierre. And no, Michel Plante, I don't think that's Chuck Plante's brother. Philly delivers 3 hits. Winnipeg gets mad, and Boyer gets a 2-minute call. Philly has a chance to do something. No shot from Lawson or Lacroix. Near the end. Winnipeg Bordeaux? No. And we got ourselves a good old-fashioned overtime. And no, there are no overtime lost points. Lose in overtime, you lose. 2 minutes into the period. Attention? People. So Winnipeg has a chance to win the game. Horning. Second from Boyer and Horning, and the Winnipeg Jets win on prolongation. Wakely beats Perrant, and the Blazers are 0 for 5. Lawson scored twice for Philly. Only goes Rizzuto, Hall, and Bordello for Winterpeg. They win. So we will simulate till we hit London, LA, Houston, obviously. New England beats Minnesota. Philly finally won. They beat Winnipeg 8-4 in their rematch. LA against Ottawa. Keep my eyes open on LA. Keep my eyes on you. Yeah. So that's what once LA faces Houston, then we'll end the video. Stupid mouse. Only Ottawa. Yeah, they're coming up. It's coming up soon. Aha, LA Houston from Los Angeles. I faked the sports arena. Anyway, the Sharks are 4-6-1. Russ Gillow and that George Gardner, the former, I think, yeah, Detroit Red Wing Vancouver Canuck goalie, who was supposed to be the main Canucks goalie until someone displaced him. I can't remember who. Bob Perreault is also there. It will be Wayne Rutledge, the former. I like to say blue, but I think I'm wrong. Wayne Rutledge. Oh, the former Kings goalie, I should say. Yeah, Don McLeod, who would be a decent WHA goalie himself, and Bill Hughes. There, so Rutledge is number one with Russ Gillow. Houston's got Gordon LeBoisson from Los Angeles, Tad Taylor, Murray Hall, Larry Lund, Paul Puppiel, Don Grierson, Duke Harris, Frank Hughes, Brian McDonald, Ed Hoekstra, Larry Hale, Clee Morrison, Dent McCallum, John Scala, Jack Stanfield, Brian Smith, Ray LaRose, Gord Kangizer, and Bill Prentice. The Sharks with Gary Fanarusso, J.P. LeBlanc, Bart Crashley, former King, I think, Joe Sarusa, Tom Service, Jerry Odrowski, Mike Byers, he was a good player when he wanted to be, Tom Gilmore, Earl Heiskala, Jim Niekamp, Bill Young, Peter Slater, Ralph McSween, Ted McCaskill. I keep thinking he was that NHLPA guy, but that was Ted Saskin. Jim Watson before he went to the Flyers. Steve Sutherland, Bernie McNeil, Bob Jones, Howie Hagedal, that's a guy, and Yarda Krapika. First minute of the game. Odrowski. Russo. Oh yeah, he was the first guy. 2 minutes later. LA again. Fires? No. Much later. Drew Yerson. 4 minutes later. Battle Tom Davis. High school at Fire. Nothing. Yeah, Camp David. 1 minute later. LA gets penalized, and it's Hiskala. Power play, they kill the zone on Taylor and McCallum. LA hits a chance. Sura. No. Remember, this is before the Howl boys came to Houston. Gilmore. Brzezinski, it's pop goal. Larry McHale's Navy. Now, Larry Hale to the Chief. His first goal from Taylor and Hall. Then, not much later, that's the penalty. It's McCollum. LA takes a chance. JP, no. When will you be coming back? His goal from LeBlanc makes it 3-1 LA. 5 minutes later, this is Wojcicki or Papa Powerplay go LeBoisson. I don't know what his last name means in French and English, but who cares? His fifth from Hoekstra and Mortson. 3-2. 5 minutes later. Action, no chance from Hughes. 3-2 LA after 2. Third period, 1 minute in. Everything that's pure is forever young. He wants to be forever young. Really young is third from Surah. 5 minutes later, aggression. Sutherland for two. Houston, they killed on McDonald and Hoekstra. 2 minutes later, it's Mortson and Scala. So LA's on a 5-on-3. Fighters can't take the shot. They killed the zone. So LA can't go in the 5-on-3. Houston gets a retaliatory action penalty. It's Lund. This time, LeBlanc. Fuck. And they killed the zone on service. Houston just get lucky. LA gets penalized. Sutherland. Now you got to pull the goalie. They can't do it, and the LA Sharks win the game 4-2. A big win for him. Goals by Fenneruzo, Niekamp, Watson, and Young. Houston's goals by Hale and LeBoisson. So that's a Sunday. So we'll simulate till the Saturday. New England beats Winnipeg 4-3. Alberta beats New York 6-3. Houston crushes Chicago 6-1. McLeod over Gill. Houston goes by Harris, Grierson, McDonald, Hall, Foxburn, and LeBoisson. Chicago go by Rosie Paymont. Wednesday, LA beats New York 4-2. Quebec beats Winnipeg. Thursday, LA beats Alberta. Winnipeg in overtime over Ottawa. Friday, Minnesota, Winnipeg. All right, so the summary: New England, Quebec, New York, and Cleveland all have double-digit points. Philly and Ottawa are bringing up the rear. Everyone in the West has 11 points. Winnipeg, LA, and Houston are the big ones, but Minnesota, Chicago, and Alberta all have 11 points. But Alberta's played a lot of games. And Andrew Lacroix and Danny Lawson, the 1-2 punch for Philly. Too bad they're 4 games below 500. Gary Jarrett and Wayne Carlton also have scored double digits. And Jerry Cheevers is looking good. Jack McCartan, get this guy more games because he's going to probably prove himself worthy. 12 years after the forgotten miracle nights for the U.S. national team. Anyhow, I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.